Crescent Moon Felix and the Big Moon Mistake, a day turned upside down. In the outskirts of a town called Greenwood, in a cute house with a mossy roof, lived a 7-year-old boy named Felix. Felix was a very clever and curious boy, but he had one big problem. He didn't like sleeping at all. To him, sleeping was a waste of time. He thought that as soon as the grown-ups sent him to bed, they threw fun parties until morning, ate ice cream, and watched secret superhero films that were only shown on TV at night. One evening, his mum, Julia, tucked him into bed and turned off the light, saying, "Good night, darling, let the sun charge your battery." Felix opened his eyes wide. He had made a decision. "I am not going to sleep today," he said to himself. "I will be a night watchman. I will stay up until morning and solve the secrets of the night. Let's see what I've been missing while I sleep." 10 p.m., 10 p.m., the feeling of freedom. The house went quiet. The door to his mum and dad's bedroom closed. Felix crawled out from under his duvet. He felt like a spy. He grabbed his torch, stacked his favorite comic books and a packet of crackers next to his bed. "This is the life," he thought. "Everyone is asleep, but I am here." Playtime. The first hour was brilliant. He built a giant tower with his Lego bricks. No one told him to tidy up. He made shadow puppets on the wall with his torch. He made a rabbit, he made a wolf. He felt like the king of the world. The night wasn't as bad as he thought. 1 o'clock, 1 a.m., the sound of silence. However, as the hours ticked by, the atmosphere in the house began to change. That fun silence was replaced by a heavy silence. The sound of the wind came from outside, whoosh. The fridge motor was humming, hum. And the clock on the wall was louder than ever, tick-tock. Tick-tock. Felix looked out of the window. A tabby cat was walking under the street lamp. There was no one else. No ice cream eaters, no party animals. Just empty, grey streets. "Maybe the party starts later," said Felix, and he yawned. 3 o'clock, 3 a.m., battle with the Sandman. When it hit 3 o'clock, it felt like invisible sandbags were hanging from Felix's eyelids. He was struggling to keep his head up. He tried to look at his favorite comic book, but the letters were dancing and tangling together. He looked at the picture of superhero Captain Atom, but even Captain Atom seemed to be looking back at him saying, "Felix, go to bed, even I am sleeping." Felix stood up. "I must not sleep," he said. He went to the bathroom to wash his face. His reflection in the mirror was pale, with dark circles under his eyes. He splashed cold water on his face, but it only worked for 5 minutes. He went to the living room. The coat stand on the armchair looked like a giant monster in the dark. His heart jumped. When he turned on the light, he realized it was just his dad's jacket. Night was not like day. Night was a time when shadows grew long, objects changed shape, and courage faded away. Felix started to shiver. He wrapped himself in his blanket. 5:30 a.m., victory or defeat? The sky slowly began to turn grey, then pink. The sun was rising. Birds started to chirp. Felix sat in front of the window, absolutely exhausted. "I did it," he whispered with a croaky voice. "I didn't sleep all night." But he didn't feel like a winner at all. He had a headache, he felt sick, and his legs were shaking as if they were made of jelly. When the sun fully rose, Felix's battery was completely dead. He curled up right there on the rug and fell into a deep, dark sleep. A lost day. When Felix opened his eyes, the room was painted in orange light. He sat up, feeling groggy. "Is it morning?" he thought. But the light was strange. He went to the kitchen. His mum was making dinner. His dad had come home from work and was untying his tie. "Good morning, sleepyhead," laughed his dad. "Or should I say good evening?" Felix looked at the clock. It was 7 p.m., 7 p.m. "What do you mean?" said Felix. "Did I sleep all day?" His mum, Julia, came over and stroked his hair. "Yes, Felix. We found you on the rug this morning and carried you to your bed. You were sleeping so deeply that a cannonball wouldn't have woken you up." Felix ran to the window in panic. The sun was setting. "But," said Felix, his lip trembling. Today was Saturday. We were going to go to the park with Lucas and Emma. We were going to fly kites. His mum shook her head sadly. "They came, Felix. Lucas and Emma knocked on the door at noon. They came with their bikes. I tried to wake you up, but you just groaned, 'Go away,' and rolled over. So they went to eat ice cream and played in the park." Felix's eyes filled with tears. "Did the ice cream van come?" "Yes, the big van playing that melody came. And a rainbow even appeared while your dad was watering the garden." Felix collapsed on the spot. He had missed the most beautiful, brightest, most fun hours of the day. While his friends were laughing and playing, he had paid the price for staying awake at night in a dark room. He hadn't discovered any secrets by staying awake. He had only seen boring silence and shadows. But in return, he had lost the sun, the games, the ice cream, and his friends. The body battery. His dad sat Felix on his lap. "Look, Felix," he said. "The human body is like a solar battery. It needs to be plugged in to charge at night. If you don't charge at night, you can't work during the day. Nature is like this. Even flowers close their petals and sleep at night. Staying awake at night means throwing the day in the bin." Felix felt his headache. He felt tired, unhappy, and grumpy. "You are right, Dad," he said. "Night wasn't fun at all. Day is much more beautiful." That evening, Felix forced himself to eat his dinner. Since he had slept all day, it was going to be hard to sleep again at night, and that meant he would be tired again when he woke up for school tomorrow morning. He understood how bad it was to break his routine. A new routine. When Sunday evening came, Felix put on his pajamas without anyone needing to warn him. He brushed his teeth. His mum was surprised. Felix. It's still early. It doesn't matter, Mum, said Felix as he climbed into bed. I want to sleep straight away. Because as soon as the sun rises tomorrow morning, I want to wake up, eat that ice cream I missed, and beat Lucas at football. You can have the nights, I need the days. Felix put his head on his pillow. When he closed his eyes, he wasn't afraid of the dark anymore. Because he knew that sleep was a magic tunnel that carried him to tomorrow, to games, and to the sun. And from that day on, Felix became the town's most regular sleeper, but also its most energetic runner during the day.